Hello everyone, I'm KrazyFlyinChicken, and what I have here is some combat footage of a last stand scenario at Sun's Hollow during the very first campaign war. This time around I'm going to do things a little differently. In the past I would typically use the audio of the combat comms in order to give you guys a first-person perspective of the way Pug operates. But part of the problem with that is that a lot of the most important and nuanced strategic and tactical aspects of the game are left unsaid, and this gives some players the entirely wrong impression of what it takes to be a cohesive force. First and foremost, what it means to be a cohesive force is to influence the game in some meaningful way. The size of your force doesn't matter. In Foxhole, there are some groups composed of dozens of players that do not necessarily influence the game. And in some cases, groups as small as 2 to 3 players can be instrumental in winning the game. All of this needs to be prefaced with a warning. The purpose of this video is to have a discussion about the current meta of the game, and as you know, because of the game's current development cycle, the meta is constantly changing. However, there are a few things that have remained true for some time, and perhaps will remain so into the future. Here are just a few. Logistics wins games. I think most people know this, but not everyone fully understands why. Let's consider this fairly light soldier loadout. In it, a soldier is equipped with an SMG, 4 magazines, and 2 frag grenades. It's worth noting that players can typically carry much more than this, but for argument's sake, let's break down the cost and build materials. The SMG costs 6 build materials. The combined value of the magazines is 8 build materials, and the grenades are 8 materials for both. Add them together and the total cost to equip this soldier is approximately 22 build materials. Also, one last thing is the cost to spawn. A single soldier supply is worth 8 build materials, which means that, in total, this lightly equipped soldier is worth 30 build materials. A single truck loaded with build materials has 11 slots plus 1 for fuel. This means that a single fully loaded truck can carry up to 1,089 build materials. Do the math, and this reveals that for every fully loaded truck, a single logistics player can provide approximately 36 fully kitted soldiers and equivalent soldier supplies to the front line. It might take that single logistics player about 30 minutes to acquire that many build materials, so do you think you can get a 36 player kill streak in 30 minutes? Now there are obviously a lot more other factors involved here, including the second most valuable resource in this game, time. But my point still stands, and there is a critical lesson here. Loot everything. Think about how many times you killed an enemy player and only looted the items you yourself needed, leaving the rest. If you let the enemy recover even half of their dropped equipment, then the quota of kills you need to add onto that kill streak in order to equal the value of a single logistics player goes up to approximately 57. So, logistics wins games. It's that simple. Now let's talk a little bit about cohesion. I use this term a lot, but I may not have done a great job describing exactly what it means. A cohesive force is more than just a group of players. There are a lot of players in the game right now that play well together, but fail to make a meaningful impact on the outcome of a game. We've seen logistics-dedicated clans running for hours on end with no notable effect. There are combat groups out there that roll over enemy infantry like a paver, only to be turned back by a wall and a few foxholes. Cohesion, to me, is not simply the ability to work well with others. A cohesive force is a comprehensive force that coordinates to accomplish a unified strategic objective. A logistics group without a combat group will only help to prolong a tug of war. A combat group without a logistics group will never have the equipment they need when they need it. You have to have both to be a threat. Of all the cohesive clans in the game today, a few command structures exist within them that appear to work, at least in my opinion, but they all share this in common. Every cohesive clan runs its own logistics, directs its own combat forces, and is guided by a single leader at any one time. In Edge, we have heard that they can operate by swinging their entire team onto logistics, until the necessary equipment is gathered. Then, as one, they'll head out together onto the offensive as a single group. This works, and it works with groups of all sizes. Whether you are a clan of 5 players or 50, this system of load balancing will work to keep everyone on task toward a single goal. In 82DK, we have heard they use a multi-squad format, complete with a hierarchy of ranks and subordinate players. Every squad, ranging greatly in size from as small as 2 players, will be supported by a logistics core and a general, who gives loose instructions to each unit. This works great for accomplishing multi-phase objectives, such as towns, as well as keeping the community more personable and dynamic because of the smaller comm sizes. In Pug, we operate as 2 independent units. logistics and combat, which can again be broken down into 4 squads if necessary. Both units will have their own leader. The logistics leader is in charge of getting the needed equipment to the combat team, as well as securing its own supply line and providing support to combat in the form of armor or artillery support. Once the stockpiles are reasonably filled, that is. Combat's role is to focus on the objective. The combat leader can split his squad into 2, combat and partisan. The role of partisan is to cut off the enemy's supply lines leading to the target town or FOB that we may be assaulting. Remember, supply is everything, so it's worth it to cut it off. On top of that, we have one more leader called the Field Commander, or FC. The FC's job is to connect both groups. Oftentimes, the FC will be jumping between channels, making sure that both units' goals are always aligned. The logistics is providing the right equipment to the right place, and that the combat leader is not suffering from tunnel vision, or otherwise just dicking around wasting time and effort of the logistics group. But most importantly, the FC's job is to make sure that everyone is working toward an objective that is strategically sound. He is the pilot of the plane, the player in a real-time strategy game. Any success is shared by the team, but all failure is always his. We have a really hard time filling the role of FC. One last thing. Always take the time to equip your soldiers appropriately. Check for medics, ask for a heavy machine gunner. A properly outfitted squad kitted out with a specific mission in mind is a force multiplier unlike anything else in the game. Learn to make this process quick. Alert your team how much time they have to get their kit together. Be realistic with the time, and stick with it. Don't let one player slow you down. If people get used to the idea that you will wait for everyone, then they might stay at the town hall for just another few more grenades. Tell them, we're leaving in 15 seconds. Then, 15 seconds later, you leave. Only once or twice of being left behind, people will start to get the idea that when you say you're going to leave, you mean it, and to hurry the hell up. Because as I said earlier, the second most oft-forgotten, most precious resource in this game is time. This is KrazyFlyinChicken. I hope you found this useful. Thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe. Hold here, hold here. Lots of contacts in the salvage node. Follow me, stay with chicken. These guys have the right idea. We're gonna follow them.
Overrun.
Stay tight, stay tight. Go, 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 go.
No, okay, we're inside.
Crazy, watch behind you.
Check behind, contact behind.
Boo, boo.
2 fresh spawns, they're wounded. Loading.
Okay.
Thank you, Ned.
Get inside the breach, guys. Get inside the breach.
Let's go, let's rejoin.
Do we have any satchels available? Anybody have a satchel on them?
I think Ned does.
Okay.
Yeah, Halbahan has a satchel. I'm at the front line, near the garrison you blew up.
Okay, roger that.
Nothing over here.
There's a ton of contacts up ahead. Like, I'm talking 30 of them just gathered around the town hall. We're gonna have to jump this wall together. Get ready to lay into these guys. Get to the wall. Don't jump. Don't jump. Get to the wall.
Crazy.
Jumping in 3, 2, 1. Jump.
Crazy. I don't
Go, 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 go!
Jump, 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 jump.
This is suicidal.
Contacts ahead.
Crazy.
Oh, I'm
your
lagging.
satchel
Oh,
isn't
fuck,
with
I'm down.
you.
Laggers out.
Laggers down. Alright, pull
Laggers
back.
dead.
Back over the wall. Back over the wall. Lagger, did you spawn?
Yeah. I'm just waiting.
Let me know if there's enough spawn supplies.
No, there isn't. I can't spawn.
Shit.
And I spawned at gate. Fuck this.
Okay, we need to fall back.
No, we don't. We're doing fine.
Oh, we do.
There is pull mats in the truck. Just take and pull.
We can
Alright,
get
I'm
up to the
back. Can I
garrison,
get a-
alright?
Is there a medic among us?
Yeah. Where you at?
I need a chicken needs a med heal.
One guy up in the garrison, so get that HMG on him.
Oh man, they're all by the water to the left.
This is where the true men
Admit what sergeant with you, son!
I got a shotgun with their name on it.
Let's fucking do this.
Chicken needs a medic, please.
Moxin is medic.
You already healed,
Okay, I'm
chicken.
Alrighty, so we're gonna try this again. Erg, you got the satchel?
Yep.
Okay, guys, you guys are not gonna hug that right wall. You're gonna hug the left side. Stay with me. Stay with chicken, please. We're moving forward in 3. Where is everyone? Okay.
They're here. They're all next to you.
Okay, moving in 3,
Let's
2,
go for it,
1.
yeah.
Move, move, move. Draw the fire. Draw the fire. Suppress the foxhole.
Keep going!
Planning, planning, planning.
I got one down!
Moxie, I'm down.
It's planted, it's planted.
Back out, everybody out, everybody out.
Moxie,
Is it down?
west.
Come on,
Yeah, I
come
see.
on, blow up. There we
It's
go.
down, it's down.
Suppress the
Alright,
foxhole,
so
let's kill it.
suppress and I will made it.
Let's get that foxhole down.
Suppress.
Suppress it.
Take me, run back.
He's reloading.
Loading.
Okay, there's got medic.
I'm really fucking
Oh
slow,
shit, rest in
The
peace,
guy
Ned.
ended is dead. Keep going.
This is an awesome battle, and I love all of you. Let's fucking finish this shit.
2 more foxholes ahead of us.
Finally got my mic to work.
Who the fuck got that?
Alright, good job. Alright, moving up. Get towards the car, use the cover, don't push past the car.
Contact south. Foxhole's running.
Lay down over here, lay down.
Foxhole to our east.
I love this new run.
Suppress that foxhole, please.
There is no foxhole.
Need a
There's
medic?
one to the east.
Yeah, I'm
On the
gonna
road.
shoot. I got it.
A lady.
Thank you.
Oh, fucking hell.
I'm out of ammo. Anybody got spares?
Makes
Nope.
you feel any better.
Any more HE
Not
grenades
good
left?
first.
Yeah, we have.
There's
Where?
a foxhole directly ahead on the crossroad.
In name.
2 guys off to the left wall.
Name. Whatever.
Man, the scavengers, they took everything you had on your body.
Getting more.
Yeah,
getting more.
that happens.
Wait,
Um,
you tried to loot me?
Wait, is it me or is there a colonial in the ground?
Medic. We got
There's a colonial in the ground.
Huh.
Alright, I think that's
Norm,
good.
here's all the...
I guess that's another way to interpret going to ground.
Jesus, there's a lot of people here.
Holy!
Oh
yeah,
my
I saw
God.
that.
Yeah.
Like we jumped.
Anyone else having lag? Still running OBS?
I'm okay.
No, I have different lag.
I think it's OBS that's throwing me over the edge right now.
Alright, so I mean the game is now over, it's just
Let
a
me
matter of
in.
waiting for the satchels to arrive.
Oh, no,
surveying the
then we
game.
gotta bring that thing into town.
Don't heal, he's running.
Build
He's
it.
running.
We have still to build it.
Ivan,
Oh,
Sean, run.
that's right.
Because they have resistance, Kev.
I've got 20
It'd be nice
rounds
if